And we're live. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to another Simply Diagnostics video, courtesy of www.SimplyDiag.net from bright and sunny SimplyDiag Community Hub in Cheshire. Hope you're all well. It's the end of the day now. I think it's something like 6:30 at night. I've just been waiting for the garage to calm down on that, and I thought I'd bring you another video. Oh, that's a good brew, that. Shameless plug for me SimplyDiag mugs, available on my Teespring store. Link in the description. Hey up, Carl, how are you, mate? Yeah. It's been... Hey up, Kev. Ball mechanic, how are you, mate? Yep. Got me summer hair on now. Got me. I've not got my summer teeth in yet. Hey up, Laguna. Hey up, Steve. SY Diagnostics in the house. Andy's here. Mohammed's here. JT's here. Are we competing with Coronation Street? Mr. Twisted, how are you, mate? Oh dear. Yeah. So I thought I'd do a little bit of a case study. So we've got. Hey up, John. How are you, mate? Barry Bonner. JT, cheers, mate. I tell you, much more this Cheshire sunshine, I'll be like a bronzed Adonis. Hey up, Kevin. How are you, mate? Richard's in, Josh is in. So, some of you who've been following me on social media will have seen that we've got this 59 plate 2010 model year Skoda Octavia in for an oil pressure fault. I'm actually filming an exclusive video for PayGo scope for that, but I thought I'd do a little video. Hey up, Simon. I thought I'd do a little video for you. Not really a spoiler because the other video was more about technique. Thought I'd do a little bit of volt drop with you. So we've found the fault. Corey, how are you? Aaron, how are you? Simon. Yeah, so we're going to do a little bit of volt drop. Never mind right now, Corey. I'm always, mate, always. So, yeah. So we've found the fault, or we've located the fault, and the thumbnail might have given it away a little bit, but yeah, the green crusties are our friends yet again. So you can see behind me, we're slowly getting the community hub up and running. We've got all the stainless benches now on this side and all the tools laid out. We've got another 3 benches for the other side to go in. So everything's really cracking on with that. So we're going to do a little bit of a volt drop case study. So let me bring you along. I'll just put my brew down. That's it. No current flow equals no volt drop. You're right there, mate. So let's walk you round. Let's walk you round. Oh. Come on, Steve. You know better than that. Hey up, Rob. How are you? Yeah, the studio's really coming on. Like I say, it is a bit of a workshop, but mostly it's for the YouTube channel members and the members of SimplyDiag.net to come down and learn. So it's more a film studio and a training venue than it is a working workshop for me. So yeah, I've done all this for you. Let's put me brew down. Oh, before I start, I've got to say, three of me newest subscribers, I've got to give a shout out to them. 3 very special children. So big shout out to Reese, top man, Keegan, top man, and little Daisy. Daisy, thanks for watching. You're awesome. So we've got that out of the way. Now let's show you. So turn my camera around. Let's show you what we're doing. should have really done this on my gimbal, but never mind. You'll get the gist of it. So what we've got, like I say, 59 plate 2010 model year Skoda Octavia with the BXE engine, 1.9 TDI, and it's the customer concern is flashing oil light and audible warning. Okay, so we've actually diagnosed this with a trusty voltmeter, so that's the O1 Bluetooth multimeter, shameless plug for my Amazon store, it's on there, a test light and a wiring diagram. So we go over to the wiring diagram, courtesy of All Data. So what we're looking at, so F1 here is the oil pressure switch, okay, K3 is the oil pressure warning lamp on the dashboard. This is the dash, and then we've got a green and black wire coming out to T14, the 14-pin connector changes into a black wire to the oil pressure switch and down to ground. So big shout out also, yeah, Rob, it's a cracking little multimeter, but don't do what I do and let somebody operate the central locking on a car when you're looking at the battery drain on a milliamp scale. It blows the fuse, mate. I've had to put an external fuse in mine. So yeah, so shout out to Steve Naddin, SY Diagnostics, and Che Blythe from Fife Auto Tech. I gave them a call today and asked them what should be on this wire. Yeah, and the answer is 12 volts or battery voltage. Yeah, now there we go. So I don't have 12 volts on this wire here. So let's take you over to the car and show you. First of all, I'll turn the key on. Yep, so the key's on, oil warning light's gone off. TDM, how are you, mate? Right, so basically I've got the red lead of my multimeter down onto the oil pressure warning light switch. I've had to do a terminal repair on this. I've had to put a VAG repair connector on this because the pins on the connector were butchered. I can show you that actually. Yeah, so the pins on the end of the oil pressure switch was actually butchered. I don't know whether you can see that, if it'll focus or not. They're all there you go, all spread apart and butchered. So I've actually put a repair connector on that, and I've just pasted into it there. Don't worry about that, we'll sort that out. But this is more for video demonstration purposes. And as you can see, so red lead going to the oil pressure warning wire, and black lead referencing battery negative. And I've got 2.15 volts on that wire. Yeah. Getting all reminiscent, are you, mate? Yeah. That number should read 12 or thereabouts. The battery's getting a little bit low on this now, but that number should read 12, and it doesn't. It reads 2. So, coming down here, I've removed the airbox. This is where the airbox normally lives. And that black connector there is T14. And you can see I've got a T-pin hanging out one side of it and a T-pin hanging out the other side of it. Okay. And what I've been doing is measuring it. So first of all, I measured the volt drop across here, and I had 0. But I've actually come down now and just drop my test lead onto that T-pin. You can see I've got 10.98 volts. Drop it onto the other T-pin. Echo, oh yeah. Drop it onto the other T-pin. I've got 10.99 volts. Okay. So, at the very least, on that one there, I should have 10.99 volts, and I don't. I've got 2. We get the lead in. Get the test lead in. I've got even less than that now. I've got nothing there now, it's gone off. So where's my problem lie? So volt drop. All I want to do with volt drop, if I show you on the wiring diagram, I want to put a load on this wire and put one lead of my multimeter here and one lead of my multimeter here. If there's any load in that circuit, my multimeter will not read 0. 0 is a good number, so I'm just using my multimeter and measuring end to end for that wire. Okay, so let's get that sorted. So we'll pull that lead out. That's the Hobby Tools breakout kit. Hi Timer. I've been using this today while I've been experimenting. And we'll pull that lead out because we don't need that. And then what I'm going to do, my black lead, I'm going to put there on my meter. I'm going to stick that into this connector here. Okay. Yeah, you're right there, Simon. This is difficult to do one-handed. Let me just put you down while I do. Can I do it one-handed, or have I got to? There we go. She's in now. We found the hole. So I've got my black lead there into one end of the wire, and then my red lead is connected onto that T-pin there. And I'm going to shove that in the meter. We don't want it on that range. Right, so one of my pins has come out, obviously. One of my pins has come out. Right, I've not got that in properly. Just bear with me 1 second. The joys of live YouTube. The joys of live YouTube. Looks like I've got a connectivity issue. This is why we should never do live videos. We should always go pre-recorded. There we go. That's it. We're back. It was me. Right, so we've got there now. You can see we've got the pomona in the oil pressure wire. We've got the other end of the meter there, and we're reading 8 volts. Now, you know, so if that wire was intact, it'd actually be reading 0. So between that point there and that point there on the connector, we must have a very, very big load, a very big resistance. And that's about as simple as it gets, you know. And I can prove that. I can prove that very, very easily. Yeah, they do, mate. You're right there. I've got all the good tools. I can prove that. So if I get a test light, grab a test light, conveniently placed test light. So I've just got my me little LED test light here, and I'm just going to put that to battery negative. Right, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to drop it onto this connector here. Right, so if I get my test light and drop it on this pin here, you can see my test light lights up. Yeah. If I drop it onto here, my test light doesn't light up. Don't know whether you can see that actually because the light's in the way. Let's get rid of that light. There you go. You can see here my test light is not lighting up. Alright, so whatever corrosion is in that wiring loom is actually using up all the electricity between that point where it doesn't light up and that point where it does. And I can very quickly verify the fix, and all I'm going to do is turn my ammeter off. I'm going to go over onto my 20 amp scale, so it's a fused circuit. Put it there and then spin it round to amps. Alright, in that circuit there I've got 0.2 of an amp running through that circuit now, and it's acting as a fused jumper wire between that point and that point there. So if I start that engine up now, I shouldn't have any flashing oil warning light or anything like that. So shall we try it? So that's ignition off, ignition on to prove that the bulb works. Start it up. Now I've got the MAF disconnected, so we've got an engine light for the MAF. No oil pump, no oil pressure warning light. Yeah, it's only done 153,000, mate. It's barely running. Yeah, barely running. So, we just nip over to the whiteboard again. So I'll draw on the whiteboard and show you what I've done. Oh, Ryan, you literally all you've missed, mate, is me faffing about trying to back probe things and paste things while live. Oh, Steve, no, yeah, I'll show you. If I can show you without showing you the reg. This is what's coming out the back end of it. That's what's coming out the tailpipe. So I think it might be beyond economical repair. Cheers, Fuller. Yeah, so, while we're here, so this area, this is the VIP area. We've got a massive banner to go up from Opus IVS. It's going up there tomorrow. We've got Warwick sign up. We've got an Auto Tuner sign up. We've got a Land Rover coming. And then Mike's going to build me a raised stage here. So we're having a raised stage here. A little log burner in that corner. It's going to be awesome for all our meetups and that. Got my barrels done. So yeah, it's all coming. Who does the banners? So that banner was Dean at novabarn.io. Or at Dean Rice on the SimplyDiag.net portal. Yeah, that's an awesome banner. That's 6 meters by 2 meters. That, what a job that was putting that up. We've got Andy's banner up. Novo Barn. Novo Barn. Sorry, mate. Got Varta on up, DC tuning. Darren's up. We've got a DC tuning and diagnostic connections banner to go up there. On the back side of this is all going to be custom Varta. Varta are doing a custom Varta thing there. We've got 2 big PayGo banners. Novo, November Oscar, Victor Oscar, Bravo Alpha Romeo November. India Oscar. Yeah, like I said, we've got all the stainless in on this side now, and then we're going to have the same on the other side as well. So if we just get you up on here now, we'll just show you through the wiring diagrams. Oh, look at that! There you go. Technical support for anybody that needs it. Technical@SimplyDiag.net. That's a pay-as-you-go service. Facebook business page @SimplyDiag. Instagram @SimplyDiag. Twitter @PayGo. So reach out and follow me. So I'm just going to go on to the technical topics whiteboard, and we'll just talk you through that wiring, or should we say we'll just talk you through what I've actually done. So I hope you're reasonably level there, yeah. So what we've got our battery. Can you see that? Yeah, battery positive. Down at the bottom, we've got battery negative. Yeah, and there is our wire. So we'll do our wire in blue. Okay. Now, if I take my voltmeter and I put one wire there and the other wire there, and I load that circuit, so let's say I drop my test light on here, yeah, right, so I drop my test light on there so that my bulb's lit up. My reading on my voltmeter between there and there, because it's a loaded circuit, and we can only do volt drop if we've got the circuit loaded, okay? If my wire is intact, my voltmeter should read 0 volts. Yep, 0 volts. That is, 0 volts is a good number. Yeah, that's a big tick. Okay, my wire's good. Again, the important thing is there must be a load on that circuit. Go on, mate, TDM, you get there, get fixing them defenders, kid. Right, so what we've got on our case, so this is our oil pressure line. JK, how are you, mate? Yeah, what we've got on our oil pressure line, we've actually got some of my favourite stuff. We've got some green crusties in there, some verdigris. And what's actually happening is, instead of my voltmeter reading 0 volts, it's actually reading 8.9 volts. Yeah? So if we can remember right at the beginning, when we took a measurement of the battery voltage was, so NBV was 11 volts, or there or thereabouts, yeah? So we've got 11 minus 8.9 is roughly 2 volts, which is what we had when we actually took the measurement at the plug, yeah? So somewhere in that wire, we've got a green coloured electron gobbling monster that's eating up 8.9 volts, yeah, which is a very bad number. Yeah, that's a very, very bad number. So on a good wire with no green crusties, we should read 0 volts. On a wire that's got any form of a consumer, so that can be a bad connection, corrosion, an open circuit, a bulb, anything, a resistor, yeah, then we're going to get something other than 0 volts. Are we all following that? We all followed that? Yes? Somebody say yes, please. Might be a bit of a delay. Yeah, awesome. That's what we want. That's what we want. Yay, brilliant. Yeah. So with no green crusties and a loaded circuit, we want to see 0 volts. With the green crusties, we're actually reading from that point there to that point there, 8.9 volts are being gobbled up by the little green monster, giving us an output voltage at the end of that wire of 2 volts instead of battery voltage. And that's what's making the oil light flash. That's it, potential difference. So all we've got to do, awesome Adam, brilliant. So all we've got to do, whenever we're talking about volt drop, the 2 most important things are we must have a loaded circuit. Yeah, which is current flow. Yeah, that's important thing number 1. And the other thing that we've got to have, what's the other thing that we've got to have? We must have a loaded circuit. Green equals money. 2 things with volt drop we've got to have. We've got to have a loaded circuit and current flow. And 0 volts is the winner. 0 is a good number. So we'll draw your little cup here, overflowing with champagne. Bottle of champagne for the winner. Yeah, 0 volts is the winner. Awesome. So to take you back over to the wiring diagram again, wiring diagram courtesy of All Data. If you're interested in it, they're OE diagrams for many manufacturers. That's right, mate. Measuring parallel end to end. Wiring diagrams courtesy of All Data. There's a members discount for members of SimplyDiag.net. So going back to our wiring diagram, we measured, well, we measured from here to here, yeah, and we should have had 0. I didn't need to put a load into the wire because I'd already got a load in there with the resistance. Jasmine, how are you? Yeah, I'd already got a load in the because it came up with 9 volts straight away. I knew that I had corrosion between this point here and this point here, so I didn't need to load the circuit. But if I'd had 0 volts, my test would not have been valid unless I put my test light here or something, or a bulb or something, to load that circuit to ensure that I had current flow through that wire. Okay. Oh, that's as plain as mud. So going back to the car, just to recap again. I've turned the car off now, yeah, obviously, but all I've got, so that's the one end of the circuit, there's the oil pressure switch. There's the other end of the circuit on the T14, on the 14-pin connector. So somewhere, if we follow those wires down, somewhere in that loom are green crusties. And I'll be honest, one of my viewers sent me the ECT 3000. I'm going to do another video on that, but it stops bleeping somewhere about there. So the green crusties are somewhere here. So I really hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you enjoyed the brief look round the community hub. If you like the video, please drop us a thumbs up. If you've got any questions about it, you can either drop a comment in the comment section below, or come and join us on SimplyDiag.net. You can join for free in the public side, and you can also, there are also paid subscriptions for the members only section, where we've got discounts and benefits from our community partners and stuff like that. So well worth a couple of quid. So all I want to say is I wish you all a very good evening. I'm going to get this wire found, fixed and recorded now. The car's going back to its owner in the morning, and then I'm going home for a nice rest. So, do you like the haircut? Yeah, I went for the middle part in Leicester. Yeah, I went for a middle part in, mate. I sang you welcome. So yeah, I hope you've all enjoyed the video. Don't forget, like, subscribe. Shameless plug for my merchandise. So for the SimplyDiag hoodies and stuff like that, on my Amazon, on my Teespring store, and then the O1 meter and all that sort of stuff available from my Amazon store. Bluetooth multimeters on my Amazon store. So, and my cups as well. Hey up, John. So yeah, so everybody have a very fantastic evening, and look forward to watch out for the actual oil pressure measurement and analysis. We're doing mass channels and everything, and that'll be being released on PayGo Auto's channel. So have an awesome evening. Have a blessed evening. God bless you all. Thanks for watching. You're awesome.